Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Walker Kessler.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. Sexton is out there with Collier. And it's Kessler in at the center position. And for the Clippers, the guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
Doris, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those two players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience. Well, James Harden is equally good, passer or scorer. There he sets his teammate up nicely.
And it's Utah's ball. Outside Collins. Pass to Collier. Sexton for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
A 3 from Leonard. Collins grabs the miss. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Powell. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Teron Lou and I had a few minutes to share. We talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter. And he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Harden the pass to Powell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line is on Colin Sexton.
Well, Norman Powell knows his role, and that is to be aggressive on the offensive end. Great job drawing contact.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Oh, well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what'll happen with some of these young players.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Donnie's checked in for the Clippers.
Now, into the lineup for your Clipper, number 8, Chris Dunn.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, I really admire the poise of Chris Dunn, appearing totally comfortable in the paint.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. So, for the Clippers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubac. Simmons comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Bogdanovic in for Powell. Here's Collier. Dunn covering. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Clippers leading by 3. Here's Harden. Kessler with the rebound. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Jazz. Here's Clarkson. Takes a 3. Kessler in the post. Eubanks defending.
Boy, contact from the defense, but Mr. Kessler just powers right through it.
Dunn outside. Pass to Harden. There's the pick. And a miss there on the triple. The Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Clarkson. They grabbed their own miss. One second left, and that one released in time, but no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, leading by just 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Collins. George is out there with Clarkson. Then there's Filipowski, and it sends the ball in at the small forward position. It's George on the wing, beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
You know, Doris, Ben Simmons has certainly had a turbulent career, hasn't he?
Oh, my goodness, there's no question, Kevin. You begin with some of the injury challenges he's had throughout. Started in his rookie season and has continued throughout some of the years. There's also been questions about the balance in his game. Obviously, perimeter shooting has been a weakness. But the first and most important thing Ben has to do is get healthy, Kevin.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box out.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Norman Powell comes in for Bogdanovic. Markkanen kicks to Martin. Back to Markkanen. Outside, George. Overdone. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
And that's a foul called on Kenyon Martin. That's his first foul for the Clippers. Derek Jones comes in for Simmons, and James Harden subbed in for Dunn. Harden finds Jones. And it's sent back by Kessler.
This guy is a constant threat on the defensive end. Send it back, Walker.
And that one good from Clarkson.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Leonard looking around. And the Clippers miss again. The Jazz have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Leonard. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Powell with the steal. Harden with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. Powell, no one around him, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change, it's 6 already.
Pass to Zubac. Now here's Powell. Drives to the hoop, and the dunk by Powell.
How about that vertical from Norman Powell off the deck? Give him a window to drive it and finish. Yes, sir.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Kessler. And the rejection by Zubac. Outside for George. In the corner, it's Clarkson. The shot's good on the assist by George. Clarkson's got the lead up to 3 now for Utah.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Harden, no good. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Jordan Clarkson getting it done for the Jazz. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a chance now to thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? All right, guys, let's talk about our game. The LA Clippers are in a close one.
I gotta see more fight on the glass. They're in a slugfest. Winning the battle of the boards can swing this game.
But do they have the personnel to do it? I agree with you. They need to do it better, but can they?
That'll do it for our show tonight.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Jones and Zubats make up the 4 and the 5. The veteran wings, Powell and Leonard. And it's Harden in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Leonard against Markkanen. Leonard the pass to Harden. Now Powell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Powell's got 8 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Pass to Collier. For the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Collier's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And as James Harden enters his mid-30s doors, he's still able to put his fingerprints all over a game.
It's so true, Kevin. Rumors of his supposed demise have been greatly exaggerated. This guy's able to create shots for himself and his teammates at an elite level.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Sexton. Clarkson outside. Stolen by Harden. Leonard dishes to Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Well, primarily known as a scorer, Kawhi Leonard using his playmaking skills to set up his teammates there.
Kessler, no good.
Good idea trying to draw the foul. Very creative, to say the least.
Harden inside the 3-point line, and it's John Collins with the rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And he gets it to go. Markkanen's got his first points in this one.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
From deep, Harden. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Clarkson taking his time here. It's hauled in by Zubats. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 10.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson, getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Pass to Zubats. And here's Harden. Takes the 3, buries the long-range jumper. He has 5 as we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Markkanen, good.
And how about the response by Markkanen? Made 3 on one end, he comes right back for his own team. Love it.
Here's Leonard. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Collier. Good if it goes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Jazz lead by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach...
Keep attacking, all right? Nah, come on, be aggressive, all right? Let's move the ball, let's swing it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got George. Filipowski's out there with Martin. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. Fires from 18. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Martin with a screen on done. A nice shot by George.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
The drive by Simmons. And the layup is good. Simmons got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Eubanks. Derek Jones comes in for Ben Simmons. Powell, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's James Harden in for Chris Dunn. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Able to listen in on Will Hardy's huddle with his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Collins passes to Kessler. Outside, Markkanen. Connects from 3-point range. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Well, this has always been Lauri Markkanen's calling card, right? A 7-footer who can space the floor with that 3-point shooting ability.
Pass to Leonard. Over Markkanen. In the paint. Kawhi gets it done.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Markkanen with it. The shot by Sexton, no good. There's 1:40 left in the fourth. Here's Powell. Utah with the rebound. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Sexton for 3. Powell pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Harden can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Markkanen looking it over. And Sexton has it in the corner. Trains the 3-pointer. Sexton's got the lead up to 6 now for Utah.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Markkanen. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And now an 8-point Jazz lead, and the Clippers call time here. They're down by 8. And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Kicks it out to Harden. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
James Harden has always absorbed a huge offensive burden. It matters not where he's playing and with whom. The guy is big time in the clutch.
And it's Utah's ball. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gets the 3 to fall.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Showing no hesitation, and in a huge moment, Kawhi wants the ball when they need a bucket.
And Sexton has it in the corner. Clarkson outside. And we are headed to overtime. A do-or-die defensive stop. And they come up big. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Here we go.
Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Collins from outside. And the three ball is good. Collins has got the first basket here in overtime for Utah.
Well, a big man with considerable range, folks. John Collins has to be respected beyond the arc. Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Kessler finds Collins. Sexton for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Jazz lead by